Dude, I could really use a cheat day.
Kyle, don't lie. I literally see you going to Subway every day.
Dude, Billy, why are you exposing me like that? Dude, I didn't expect to be roasted so hard on camera.
I was kidding. Don't take everything I say so seriously.
Yeah, I guess, but that still doesn't solve my hunger problems. I could literally eat like 11 sandwiches from Subway.
You know, I prefer In-N-Out, but forget about that. 11, that's an oddly specific number.
Yeah, that's right, because 11 for show 11.
If you're planning on taking the AP exam this year, make sure that you pay for it today. Today is the last day to purchase before you have to pay that $15 late fee. You know, if I were you, I would spend that $15 on a meal at In-N-Out instead of paying for extra for my tests.
For over 3 years, countries all over Europe have anxiously awaited a deal whose delays have caused more problems than solutions. But a final decision may soon be in sight. Let's go to Eva with a breakdown of Brexit.
The term Brexit refers to the formal withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. A referendum taken on June 23rd of 2016 indicated that about 52% of voters supported leaving the EU. But it wasn't until March 29th of 2017 that former Prime Minister Theresa May began the 2-year countdown to exit on March 29th of 2019. To this day, Brexit has experienced numerous deadline extensions as the UK government refuses to come up with an agreement of how the UK will leave the EU. Current Prime Minister Boris Johnson has revised multiple deals, mainly regarding the issue of the Irish backstop, a protocol added to Theresa May's initial Brexit draft that aims to prevent an evident border with custom controls between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland.
So Northern Ireland is actually part of the UK, so this creates a lot of issues. And so since they're going to be maintaining their trade with the EU, there's obviously going to have to be some sort of boundaries and some sort of regulation on Northern Ireland, and right now Parliament is trying to decide on the best way in doing so.
This has been one of the biggest topics delaying Brexit to actually happen. With the October 31st deadline fast approaching, many parties still debate over several issues of whether there will be a soft, hard, or even no-deal Brexit. As of right now, Johnson has requested yet another extension into January of 2020, as well as an election on December 12th, in hopes that it will bring the parties closer to a final decision.
What he's trying to ultimately do is gain more seats in Parliament for his party. It'll be easier for him to pass his deal.
There's actually a population within Britain that is actually pushing for a second referendum, which is another option, whether they want an extension or a no deal.
It seems that little by little the UK is slowly inching its way to finally leaving the EU. However, it's still a matter of time before we see a final agreement unfold. Until then, this has been Eva, and back to you guys in the studio.
She kills monsters like I kill burgers, and I know the Advanced Theaters is going to kill this fall's production. Their show runs from November 14th to 16th, and tickets for students and senior citizens are $10 each, and general admissions, our pricing is $15. You won't want to miss out on this killer performance.
If you need to burn off some calories after eating all those delicious Subway sandwiches, then come join the open hip-hop dance classes hosted by Orchesis today from 3:15 to 4:30 p.m. Wear comfortable clothes and get ready to learn something new. Moves, Apaches.
Even though you can only find In-N-Out on the West Coast, you can find the FCA Club all over the world serving their communities. Let's head over to Aaron to learn more.
If you want to do something charitable and learn how to enjoy life at the same time, then FCA Club may be just for you.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes, also known as FCA, is an organization dedicated to sharing their faith, gaining a better understanding of the world, and building each other up. During club meetings, they host fun bonding games and speakers that share their personal experiences to give a better perspective on Christianity. This club also gives back to the community through numerous special events, one of which is the Operation Christmas Child.
We are hosting Operation Christmas Child, which is a project of Samaritan's Purse, an international relief organization. The mission of Operation Christmas Child is to provide kids all around the world with shoeboxes filled with small toys, hygiene items, and school supplies. We are allowing items such as soap, toothbrushes, towels, stuffed animals, school supplies, unused clothing, and money. Please bring all items to J109.
This has been FCA. Back to you guys at the studio.
Kyle, now that you mentioned that you want sandwiches, I realize that you have bad taste in food. Like, honestly, who doesn't want In-N-Out instead?
Someone who gets 20% off at Subway because he works there, that's who.
You know what? Enough arguing. Prove to me that Subway is better. I'd like to see you try.
Fine, I'm just gonna take you to Subway right now while we go on a break.
Okay.
My favorite club is Interact Club because I get volunteer hours.
GSA because it's a very inclusive club and it just makes sure that everyone of different genders, identities feel safe.
Favorite club is astronomy
because we like looking at stars.
Hope can cure cancer because I like the meaning of it. My favorite club is Black Student Union because I think there are not many Black people here, so I think it's good to kind of put us together as a whole community.
Seniors, you run this school, and the Arcadian understands that you're probably stressed out about your college apps. So step back, take a moment, and think about all the wonderful time you spent during the past 4 years and write a unique quote that best suits you. Today's the last day to make any adjustments or submit a quote. Have fun walking down memory lane.
For me, In-N-Out Burger light up my life, but recently it has gotten even brighter thanks to Arcadia's new streetlight upgrades. Let's turn the spotlight over to David for more.
Southern California Edison is replacing all of Arcadia's aging streetlights with an LED model. But how will this change our city landscape? Light-emitting diodes, or LEDs, are a bright and highly efficient form of lighting which uses a quarter of the electricity that traditional high-pressure sodium lamps would consume.
Using less electricity with LED lights lowers the amount of fossil fuels that we need to power all of those lights.
Here in the city, we promote Neighborhood Watch a lot. In some of the areas, the lighting isn't that good. Having the brighter lights will definitely help for the neighbors to see suspicious activity and report it to the police department.
However, initial trials of LED lights in Seattle, New York, and Chicago had residents complaining that the invasive lights had piercing intensity. An American Medical Association paper published in 2016 warned of glare and sleep problems associated with the technology. Another question is that of light pollution.
LED lights are generally more brighter than traditional lights, so they are a huge contributor to light pollution. Light pollution generally disturbs wildlife as they disturb their nocturnal instincts.
Chicago has recently dimmed the output of their lamps, which seems to have calmed their local controversy. So will Arcadia have the same issues as these major cities? Well, we'll just have to keep our eyes open. This is David, back to you guys in the studio.
Bro, just think about it. A double animal style with animal style fries and a delicious cup of strawberry milkshake. Like, what can possibly beat that?
Hello, are you forgetting about the Italian herbs and cheese bread from Subway? 10 times better.
Whatever, I know I'm right.
Well, if we can agree on anything, it's definitely the fact that everything is better on sports.
Everything is definitely better, especially during playoff season here on Apache Sports. In studio today, we're joined with Shashank Bijou, Chris Harrison, and Tyler Ibarra from our Apache Boys Water Polo team. Thank you guys for joining us today. You guys have had an amazing season so far with an overall record of 14-7 and a league record of 4-2. You guys are also just coming off a big win this Wednesday against CV. How important was that game for you guys in your entire season?
So our whole season was on the line for that game. We determined whether or not we played in CIF, and we beat them for the second time in 40 years. So it was a huge win.
Yeah, obviously a big win for you guys, but what certain games stood out during your season that helped you contribute to this win against CV?
Yeah, so we played Pasadena the week before, and 11 out of 15 players scored in that game. And then that same Friday, we played California in a non-league game, and 5 out of the 9 players who played also scored. So that definitely helped.
Yeah, it takes a lot mentally, but how are you guys mentally prepared coming into this game?
So coming into this game, we were really focused and a little nervous since we all knew the high stakes of this game. But in the end, we managed to beat CV by 1 point with an amazing block by Chris Harrison at the last second.
Yeah, there were so many great plays during that game, but it was a back and forth game that just kept going either way. How were you guys able to come out on top?
Yeah, it was a really close game, and we were almost tied until the fourth quarter, but some well-placed shots by our captain, Tyler, and an amazing 5-meter block by Chris definitely helped.
Yeah, beating CV in any Apache sport is a huge accomplishment, but as you guys mentioned earlier, season was on the line. How did you guys celebrate beating your rival team, CV?
So with any win with CV, you're always going to be celebrating, but because this was such an intense game, we were all extremely enthusiastic about it. We were giving each other hugs, high-fiving each other, and the bus ride home was definitely not a quiet one.
Yeah, this has been a season filled with so many great memories for you guys this year, but what memory has been the most important for you guys?
So probably this last CV game and the Burrows game were definitely one of the more memorable moments that I remember from the season. Burrows game, it was an extremely close game. We were tied all throughout. Unfortunately, we lost that one, but still, everyone did an amazing job in that game, and it was a superb job by everyone. And then this last win was great on everyone's part because we all used what we had learned throughout the season, and we were able to come up on top with our rival.
Yeah, you guys have had an amazing season. Well, thank you guys for joining us in studio here today. Make sure to support the Apaches on Tuesday in league prelims and league finals on October 31st here at Arcadia High School. Thank you for joining us, and let's send it over to Billy and Kyle.
Honestly, Kyle, I think both of our choices were pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't even know why we were arguing in the first place.
I don't know either, but I wanted to know what our audiences thought, so I posted a poll on Instagram yesterday asking whether they prefer Subway or In-N-Out. And the result was, drumroll please, In-N-Out.
That's actually so not fair. Okay, but you know what? To see more polls like this and more of APN, make sure to follow us on our social media platforms down below.
And make sure to check out our football live stream today at 6:45 p.m. This has been Billy.
And Kyle. And in the meantime,
eat some burgers,
sandwiches, and we'll see you next Wednesday, Apaches. Okay, it's like sandwiches.
Burgers are better.
No, Subway is so good.
I like In-N-Out
You're like
better.
actually crazy.
Literally everybody
go to
else
the doctor, and you actually might say the same.